Good morning, students. In the previous video, you have seen the intersection of two parallel lines by a transversal and different type of angles forms like corresponding angles, alternate interior angles, alternate exterior angles, co-interior angles, and vertically opposite angles. Now we will take the problems. This is exercise 5.2, question number 1. This is the given figure. There are two parallel lines A and B. This is one transversal. This is another transversal. This is angle 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Here is 7. Here is 7 and here is 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is 7 and this is 8. Now state the property that is used in each of the following statement. First part, if A is parallel to B, then angle 1 is equal to angle 5. A is parallel to B, then 1 and 5. 1 and 5 are which type of angles? These are corresponding angles which are made at same position. So angle 1 and 5 are corresponding angles. By which property angle 1 is equal to angle 5? Corresponding angles. Property used, corresponding angles. Second part which is given, if angle 4 is equal to angle 6. If angle 4 is equal to angle 6, then A is parallel to B. 4 and 6. 4 and 6. These are alternate interior angles. And we know that if two alternate interior angles are equal, then the two lines are parallel. So, which are these angles? Alternate interior angles. The third part, angle 4 plus 5 is equal to 180. If 4 plus 5 is equal to 180, then A is parallel to B. 4 and 5. 4 and 5 are interior angles of same side of transversal, which are also called co-interior angles. So if sum of co-interior angles is 180, then the two lines will be parallel. So angle of same side, interior angles of same side of transversal. Same side of transversal, or what we can say in shortcut, co-interior angles. Co-interior angles. These are the properties used in question number 1. Now question number 2. In the adjoining figure, this figure is given. These are two parallel lines and this is one transversal. So the pair of corresponding angles. Find the in first part pair of corresponding angles. Corresponding angles. Corresponding implies which angle are formed at the same position. Implies one is above the line to the right of transversal. Here 5 is above the line to the right of transversal. So corresponding of 1 is 5. So angle 1 and angle 5. First pair. Again 2 and 6. Similarly 2 and angle 6. 3 and angle 7. Angle 3 and angle 7. And angle 4 and angle 8. These are 4 pairs of corresponding angles. Again, the pair. Now the pair of alternate interior angles. Which are interior angles? 2, 3, 5, 8. Alternate, which are opposite side of line. Pair of 3 to the 5. Alternate interior and 2 of 8. Alternate interior. So there are 2 pairs alternate interior. Alternate interior. First pair is angle 3 and angle 5. And second pair is angle 2 and 8. Angle 2 and angle 8. The third one, the pair of interior angles on the same side of transversal. Interior angles 2, 3, 5, 8. same side of transversal. Two angles, same side of transversal, two in right and two in left. In right, angle 2 and 5, and in left, angle 3 and 8. So there are two pairs of angles, same side of transversal, interior, and same side of transversal. Angle 2 and angle 5, and angle 3 and angle 8. And the fourth one, the vertically opposite angles. Vertically opposite angles 1, 3, 4, 2, 5, 7, 6, 8. These are vertically opposite angles. Vertically opposite angles implies angle 1 and angle 3, angle 2 and angle 4, angle 5 and angle 7, and angle 6 and angle 8. So these are the pairs which are formed when two lines are intersected by a transversal. Now question number 3. In question number 3, in the adjoining figure, this figure is given P is parallel to Q. This is line P and this is line Q. Find the unknown angles. These are given. This angle 125, E, F, A, B, C and D. Now this 125 and this E are linear pair. So sum of these angles will be 180. So first we will find out angle E by the property of linear pair. So angle 125 plus angle E is equal to 180 degree. Yani 125 plus E is equal to 180, or E is equal to 180 minus 125 implies 55 degree. So angle E is equal to 55 degree. Now E and F are vertically opposite angles. So F is equal to E is equal to 55 degree. Now A and E are corresponding angles. So A is equal to 55 degree. A and C are vertically opposite angles. So C is equal to 55 degree. Now D and 125 are corresponding angles. This is D, this is 125. So D is equal to 125 degree by the property of corresponding. A is equal to 55 by the property of corresponding, and C is equal to 55 by the property of vertically opposite. F by the property of vertically opposite, and this is by the property of linear pair. Now B is equal to again vertically opposite of D, or is equal to 125 degree vertically opposite angles. So these are the A, B, C, D, E and F. A, B, C, D, E and F. These are all the angles. Question number 4. Find the value of x in each of the following figures given L is parallel to M. This is L and this is M. Given L is parallel to M. Now this is first figure. This angle is 110 and this is x. We have to find out x. Now there are so many methods to find these angles. Let first we find out this angle by vertically opposite, and sum of this plus this is equal to 180. Or we will find this angle, this and this are alternate, or we will find this angle by corresponding, and sum of this and this is 180. So either of the method you may be use. Let us take this angle is y. Let us take this angle is y. Now sum of 110 plus y is equal to 180 by the property of linear pair. So y is equal to 180 minus 110 is equal to 70 degree, and y and x are alternate interior and these lines are parallel. So x is equal to y is equal to 70 degree by the property of alternate interior angle. So x is equal to 70 degree. Now in second part, this figure is given, L is parallel to M, this angle is 100, this is x we have to find out, this is 80. L is parallel to M and this is transversal. So 100 and x are corresponding angles, so x is equal to 100. X is equal to 100 by the property of corresponding angles. L is parallel to M, this is transversal. So these angles are corresponding angles. No use of this 80. And also A and B is not parallel. Given only L and M is parallel. So we will use this property x is equal to 100 by the property of corresponding angles. Now in question number 5. In the given figure, the arms of the two angles are parallel. This is parallel to this and this arm is parallel to this. Angle ABC is equal to 70. This is given angle ABC is equal to 70. We have to find out first angle DGC. Angle DGC. These are two parallel lines. So this angle and this angle will be corresponding. So angle DGC is equal to angle ABC or is equal to 70 degree by the property of corresponding angles. In second part, we have been asked angle DEF. Angle DEF. Angle DEF. DEF is now corresponding to this angle because these two lines are parallel. This is 70. So this will again 70. Angle DEF is equal to angle DGC is equal to 70 by the property of corresponding angle. So both angles are 70 degree, angle DGC and angle DEF. Question number 6. In the given figures below, decide whether L is parallel to M or not. So now we will use the reverse of the properties. If any of the properties verified, then lines will be parallel, otherwise not. We will use the property according to given measurements. Here, this is L, this is M, this is N. These two lines are intersected by this transversal. These are co-interior angles. And we know that if two lines are parallel, then sum of the co-interior is 180. Reverse of the property, converse of the property. If sum of the co-interior is 180, then lines will be parallel. Now we will check for the sum of co-interior angles. Sum of co-interior angles. What are co-interior angles? 126 plus 44. 6, 4, 10, 1, 4, 5, 2, 7, 170 degree. This is not 180. So these lines are not parallel because if sum is 180, then only the lines are parallel. So L is not parallel to M. L is not parallel to M. First part. In second part, what is given in second part? This is L. This is M. This is L. This is M. And this is the transversal N. This is the transversal N. This angle is 75 degree and this angle is 75 degree. Now we will use the property. Which property? Corresponding angles. But these are not the corresponding angles. First we will find either this angle or this angle by the property of linear pair. Let us take this angle is equal to x. Then x plus 75 is equal to 180 by the property of linear pair. Then x is equal to 180 minus 75 implies 105. But x and 75 both are corresponding angles. One is 75 and x is 105. Both are not equal. So these lines are not parallel. So 75 and x are corresponding. 75 and x are corresponding and not equal. So L is not parallel to M. This is the sign of not parallel. Now in part number 3rd, it is given this is L, this is M, this is transversal and this angle is 57 and this is 123. So there are so many methods to check whether L is parallel to M or not. Either first we will find this angle by vertically opposite and then sum of co-interior angles, or we will find this angle by linear pair and compare both these two angles, or we will find this angle by the linear pair and compare these two angles. Which one is easier? You may use. Let us take this angle is Y. So first we will find out Y by the property of vertically opposite. Y is equal to 57 by the property of vertically opposite angles. Now Y and 123 are co-interior angles, so we will check for the sum. So again Y plus 123 is equal to 57 degree plus 123, 7, 3, 10, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 180 degree. These are co-interior and this sum is 180. So L is parallel to M. Sum of co-interior is 180. So L is parallel to M. Now in the part number 5th again, this is L, part number 4th, question number 6. This is L, this is M and this is M, transversal. This angle is given 72 and this is given 98. We may use any method that is easier. Let us take again co-interior angles. Let this is Z. So Z is equal to 72 degree by the property of vertically opposite. Now we will check for 98 and Z. Sum of 98 and Z, these are co-interior angles. So angle Z plus 98 is equal to Z what? 72 plus 98. 72 plus 98, 8 to 10, 1, 7, 8, 9, 17, 170 degree. These are co-interiors and sum of co-interiors is not 180. So L is not parallel to M. So sum of co-interior is not 180 degree. So L is not parallel to M. So we can check by any of the property that is easier to you. This is the complete solution of exercise 5.2. Thank you.